Hey, good morning. I wanted to check in with you again um, and let you know that it is good to be back. A lot of you know I had a little short vacation along the Missouri River, so I wanted to stop in and say hello today, give you a little bit of a review of what happened while I was gone, but then also a preview of what I'm planning to do this summer. But I also wanted to give you a joke. I know that's really why you're here. We're going to put it in the first 30 seconds, so then when I give the joke, you can just go on about your day. But anyway, thanks for watching this joke. I want to give credit to Alice Mills on Twitter. Yesterday, I shared her Twitter post. There was some breaking news yesterday. Scientists have snuck up on the periodic table, and they added an element of surprise. I hope you enjoy those jokes as much as I do. Anyway, credit to Alice Mills on that. A little review of what's been going on for the past couple weeks. We had some guest speakers here. Retired Pastor Bob Smith was here, and a fellow pastor here in New Haven, just down the street from us, Pastor Levi Francois. I asked them to come and give their perspective on Juneteenth. You can now watch those on our Facebook. I believe our Facebook page has it too. Our Facebook and YouTube page. I know YouTube has it anyway. And I asked those two guys to share their perspective on Juneteenth. Levi, being a guy who grew up here in New Haven, and Bob has grown up in Chicago, and well, I should say grown up. He's lived and worked in Chicago and New York City. So I appreciated those guys coming and wanted to let you have a chance to hear that message. Another reason that Pastor Levi was here was I want to also let you know about a concert that Grace Gathering, where Levi serves, is going to host a concert for us on Sunday, July 24th. I guess we could call it a benefit concert. It's a concert that Aaron Boyd will be here, who is the author of God of This City, the songwriter for God of This City, and he's going to be here. We're just going to take up a free will offering for that, donation at the door, and the proceeds for that will go to World Orphans, which you can look it up. I can't remember the website. If you type World Orphans, you'll see it's based out of Michigan. So I want to let you know about that. Let me get a preview of this Sunday. Missionary Dave Erdel from Ecuador will be here with us, and we'll have a time of worship and so forth. But I also wanted to preview and get your feedback on a series that I think I've mentioned here before this summer called Hath God Said? If we use the King James words of what the serpent said to Eve in the garden about the fruit of the tree. We could also say in NIV language, did God really say? And the more and more we get along in our culture and our society, I realize that that's still the same question that the serpent and Satan ask today. Did God really say? So what I've done is I've compiled a list of questions, things that I think we probably need to be clear about as people of faith, as students of the Word, as citizens of earth and of another kingdom. We need to be clear on what did God really say about some things. So I've compiled a list of 15 or 16 things here. I don't have time to do them all in a summer series. It's possible that we would do some on a Facebook Live. Some of them require a good deal of study on my part. Some of them we can probably answer pretty quickly. So what I want you to do is I'm going to read through these lists of topics, and if one you think, oh, I'd like to hear the answer to that question, or something you're just not clear about, go ahead and type that in the comments, and I will add it to the list. We're going to do this here at Sunday. I'm going to give them, actually have this list printed out, and they can circle it and return it to me, and we'll work from those as well. So here's the list of topics, questions. Did God really say for this summer? And again, if there's one that you like, type it in the comments, and I'll do my best to get to that one. One of the first things that came across my mind was, does God want us to retire, dealing with our work, our purpose, and our mission in life? What does Scripture say about it? What does God say about retirement? Secondly, money is the root of all evil. And what does God say about it? We covered that a little bit in our First Timothy series, which you can also watch that in YouTube as well. Next thing would be sin. Is there such a thing anymore, and what is the result of it? And you probably know the answer to that one, but that would be a topic worth us reviewing and digging into. A very current issue, male and female roles. Who's in charge? Patriarchy. What does God say about the male and female roles in a marriage and in a home? Maybe that's one we'll probably have to do anyway. Homosexuality. Is it a sin? Is it nature or is it nurture? If you want us to cover that, make sure you type it in the comments. And then several several issues right here in a row that are in the newspapers every day, or in your Twitter feed, whatever it may be. Gender. What does God say about gender? Next one I know I've covered before, uh, as usually in election time, about the church, religion, and politics. Do they mix? What does God say about that? And nextly, you've probably heard someone ask you this question. Do we have to go to church? What is the necessity of the church? What does God say about the role of the church and the importance of it? Next one, and I really kind of hope somebody doesn't ask this one because this would take so much work on my part. Creation and evolution, are they always in conflict? What does the evidence say? What does science say? Uh, and I'll just give you a statement about that right now. I'm not a scientist, a geologist, a physicist, an astronomer, or any of those things. So that would take a ton of work for me. As I can tell you what Scripture says about it, but when we deal with the evidence of science, it's kind of beyond my depth. Anyway, wisdom, God's wisdom or the world's? What about when what God says seems to be in conflict with what the world says? What should we do? Heaven and hell, do they exist? Do people really go there, and how do we end up or get to go to one or the other? So if that's one that you're interested in, make sure you type that in the comments. The human race, why are we here? How did we get here, spiritually or socially? Next one I anticipate we will probably do. So when we talk about religious liberty and religious freedom, let's answer the question, is it necessary? Is it something we should fight for? What does God have to say about that? What does Scripture say about it? There's only about 4 or 5 left here, so if you're trailing off, hang in there with me. Spiritual warfare in the spiritual world. Why don't we see the things happening today that we see happening in Scripture, particularly the book of Acts? And we can talk about that one if that's what you're interested in. Election and free will, as in regards to salvation. Do I have a choice? Did God already decide who would be saved? And then finally, one you probably don't want to know the answer to, tithe. Does God require it? And how much should it be? And then one I think I threw on this morning, dealing with salvation, atonement, redemption. Did Jesus have to die? So if you're interested in any of those things, see, I went almost 7 minutes just reading off the list of topics. I'm only going to plan to do about 10 to 12 of those this summer, maybe through August, maybe September. But anyway, give me your choices in the comments. Maybe you have one that I didn't list, a question you'd like to know the answer to. I always encourage you to do this. Send me a comment, or you can PM me personally or the church, and I'll be glad to do my best to try to answer those. I'm not the fount of wisdom that I once was or once thought I was. Anyway, God bless you. Thanks for watching, and I hope to be back here next week and give you some more devotionals. Until then, I'll see you soon. Have a great day.